Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He knows they have got one of the best rushing offenses in the country based on the strength of their back. But they will be facing one of the most stingy defenses in the country, a top 10 rushing defense. We will see this strength-on-strength battle. Who will win at the line of scrimmage? Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Demon Deacons headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking deep. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
There's a crease. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Demon Deacons offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the sophomore running back. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory. On the run, it's Wiggins. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
you definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throwing, Lopez. Looking to the big tight end. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Play fake, say it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. The short hands, it's Jackson. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, say it. He's got an open man. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
That's a great job getting the 1st down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the 1st round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've spotted them a 10-0. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Fires complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. The run inside. It's Jackson. Bust through behind his pad. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They'll go play action with Ncaa. Finds his man. It's Roberts. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Ncaa. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Knocked down for the tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down. And
maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for an open area to his left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Wiggins. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game, too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game, too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
From the gun, 3rd down, Ghogh Lopez. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Ghogh Lopez to throw. Quarterback adapting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. High the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the single back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Making side adjustments here. Lopez from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete on third down. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Can't get him to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Sayin from the gun on third down. Makes a catch. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Here's Lopez to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Fires to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Hit as he throws. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes a grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Number 96, sent to kickoff.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Throwing, Lopez. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Quarterback making adjustments. Again, it's Lopez. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They're dealing with a second and long. Say it. Here comes the heat. Fakes to grab. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Lowers those pads. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Ohio State 27, Wake Forest 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lopez unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Finds a man on the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Wiggins. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 63 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Lopez to throw. Shoots it to the left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Ready? Ninja.
Lopez to pass. Complete to the left. Runs through a man. He might have space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for space. It's Jackson. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I did catch up with the Demon Deacons head coach at the half. His quarterback, not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Throwing, Lopez. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Hernandez. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. Here's a little room there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, that's tough when you run the RPO and you put me in conflict. You can't let those linebackers come downhill really fast because I still have to play pass, and they hand it off, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hernandez. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snags it, and there's running room. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Lopez. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's.
Finding some room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Demon Deacons are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Lopez, play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Hey, this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
It's complete on the right side. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. On the run, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. The 20, the 10, into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down here on the Wake Forest sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Knocked off his feet.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Demon Deacons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Could not make his way to the corner. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The run inside. It's Cross. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. On the run, it's Clark. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more.
Going long. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man.
Got a little grass. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After losing track of the play clock, better keep an eye on it this time. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab and got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.